Man, I was just talking this whole time with the microphone off, and y'all wasn't gonna let me know, so I'm gonna go ahead and start over. It gets to the point because now I gotta cut that shit out. But look, y'all, what I was saying was the Thunder started the game. I mean, the Spurs started the game 15-0, right? Then, nigga, these niggas started just letting stupid shit up. So basically, what they was doing was they went on a run, and then they start taking like the dumb threes that every team take a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like those dumb, like further back mid ranges, those dumb fucking, y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Like just the shots that NBA players don't normally take. Like more, like they normally shoot the first 8 seconds of the shot clock, or they shoot deeper into the shot clock. Like it ain't no. The Spurs was kind of just playing like loose a little bit. And nigga, of course, the Thunder being the Thunder, you know you can't play loose with the Thunder. The Thunder being the Thunder, start going on their little run, nigga, and then nigga, going stupid like AJ Mitchell, high off the glass leg. Hello, nigga, come back, hit the mid range. Hello, like I'm telling y'all, bro. And the Thunder fuck around, come back and beat these niggas by damn near 20. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all damn near got beat by the lead y'all had, bro. 2 less points, I believe. That's fucking crazy. And the thing is, I seen a quote from Wemby saying that he said that he needs to get his team involved more and that he needs to do a little more. This nigga Wemby, I don't know how much more you can do, bro. You got fucking Castle. He shot 1 for 8. Like that's tough on you. I mean, he made 11 free throws, fam. So he was getting fouled. But bro, you only can take so much of that. I feel like getting bumped and getting like hit and checked and shit a little bit, like because I believe that those refs was letting them niggas play a little more physical that game. They weren't trying to make the game about them. We all know as fans we hate when the refs make the game about them, and that shit will make you not even want to watch the game for real. But I think that they're doing good. Like the refs actually did good in this game. They're letting this series be a good physical series, which I do like a lot. But I think Stephen Castle, like those free throws, might have took a little bit more out of him than he did because he shot 14. He hit 11, but he shot 14. He only made one bucket other than that. So like, and normally NBA players and just basketball players in general, you ask any of them, they say, bro, shoot it. They like to get the free throw. If they can get to the free throw line, those are just easy warm up jumpers for them, so they can start to get going. If they're missing jumpers, they'll normally try to go to the lane, get a foul, so they can get that little warm up flow that they normally get. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I mean, he still got people involved. He had fucking one turnover with 7 assists. Like you can't. I just need more. Like he played less 17 minutes. Like I mean, his plus minus is minus negative 17. So you do that, and then you look at the Spurs bench, and they don't really have a lot. And I think that's another thing with the Thunder. The Thunder's bench is so deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you speaking of it, and then like Harrison Barnes. He's like that nigga's old. That nigga was on the fucking Warriors when they start popping off. I think on like their first run on their dynasty run, this nigga Harrison Barnes was on there. You know what I'm saying? Older nigga, you never know what you gonna get from him. Like you would get a great game once in a blue moon. Not to say he's not a good basketball player. Anybody in the NBA is good. Niggas best to believe that. But I'm saying like you would get a good game from him once in a while against the competition he going against. You feel what I'm saying? So like this is just not enough from niggas. 1 for 3, 1 for 5. Like we need more. And Victor didn't play that bad, but like I know niggas always say they want to start and take more shots, but it's like he does a lot of defense too, so that's very hard for him. Although it might not have shown in this game completely, but he does a lot of defense too. So I think it's very hard for him to fucking be able to just even put that much shots up. I don't think he has that much in him because Victor was looking tired last game too. And speaking of people looking tired and the refs letting them play physical, Shea looked crazy tired yesterday. I mean, he couldn't really buy a bucket in the first half for real, for real. Like a lot of all this really came from the second half. He could not buy a bucket, but I think he shot like 1 for 7. But that's why this nigga's MVP, bro. This nigga fucking finished with 26 points, perfect from the free throw line, made them all count. Hit and one of the threes he hit was a big three. I think it kind of was the ice. And nigga, that's what I'm saying with 2 turnovers. Great defense. He had a block. Yeah, that one block he had, he sent that bitch. He spiked it. I'm like, he's really MVP, bro. Like, it's crazy to say, but that nigga, and like, you can hate on his demeanor, you can hate on him being too cool. Everybody got a demeanor, bro. And it just so happened that the more laid back niggas be the niggas that niggas adapt to more. Like, you can't really hate on this nigga for being actually cool. Like, he's what niggas will call a cool. If we gonna keep it a buck, like, let's be honest, like, that nigga be he cool, bro. Like, he fly, take care of his team. He run his shit like every leader should run their shit for real, for real. Like, you the best and you want to keep winning, you gotta take care of the house, and that's what that nigga doing. And I ain't gonna lie, but no, I think Shea looked tired yesterday too. And like I said, I think it's due to the same thing. Stephen Castle, he was just getting bumped, bruised, and them two was playing real good defense on each other, most definitely. So I don't know, man. I think that was a good matchup. Lou Dort, I didn't know he played this bad. I'm not gonna lie. Because Lou Dort kind of spiky, like he one of those players that you could get lost with because you expecting him to play defense, so you more locked in on his defense than you locked in on his offense. But Lou Dort got some offensive game now. Don't let that shit fool you. He will get the snapping the fuck off. Don't play. Don't. I think was the last game he averaged that, but I want to know what he put. What was that? No, I swear I remember that nigga dropping like 18 not too long ago. I don't remember. I think I remember that nigga dropping 18 not too long ago. I don't remember when though. Chet, y'all know how I feel about Chet, bro. Chet just coast. He's like one of the safest basketball players. Like that nigga just like I said, I think Chet's a lot smarter than niggas but like understand him to be. Like I think this nigga like he's thinking in the game, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it in the realm of like that nigga kind of on. Don't sock me when I say this, bro. But like, you know how they say LeBron IQ level is high? I think Chet is one of those higher IQ level people. He's just not a point guard. So you're not really gonna see it. But I think his IQ is very high in the game on how he sets himself up, position himself, and how he plays the game within the fact of that nigga is the definition of I'm a take what they give me. But the thing is, sometimes I need that nigga to put that Chet dog on and go take more. Because I think he could take more. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really think he could. And that's I think a lot of people's issue with Chet is that I don't think he takes those chances that the great players take, or even the superstars take. I shouldn't even say great, the superstars take. And we think that nigga could easily be a superstar, bro. Because think about it. When we see that nigga doing it, Wemby just taller than him, which is why I think we kind of compare them for the rivalry. Is because nigga, Chet was nigga 7'1" moving like that before we even heard of Wemby, nigga. So, and then Wemby come up and we damn near automatically put them at each other because they two tall ass niggas and we want to see that competition. But like I said, I think Chet more focused on the winning. But it's also even hard to say that because the Spurs smacked their ass 4-1 in the regular season. You feel me? But hey, we all know only the playoffs matters. Any sports player tell you that. Any athlete, nigga, tell you that. Any whatever you want to call them, nigga, I tell you that. Stop playing competitor. When them playoffs hit, that's what matters the most. Like the rest of this shit don't matter. But like I said, the bench. Let's get to the bench. Jay Williams, like I said, opened up with 4 3-pointers in the first half, fam. 4, smack, 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 smack. It's crazy. He only shot one more 3-pointer after this. But this is the spark I'm talking about off the bench. Jalen Williams playing good defense. Alex Caruso, great defense. Alex Caruso, this whole series has been great. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And this nigga, I'm gonna get to Jerry McCain next because he's starting to find his flow. But this nigga, Alex Caruso, I feel like always show up in the important series. I'm not even just gonna say game. With the Lakers too, this nigga just shows up in important series. Like you go hear his name when it comes to niggas needing that X factor. And like I said in my last video that the Thunders could trade Alex Caruso and get something for him still, because all they needed was a championship experience for him, and that he got and that since he gave them that, he's not really needed anymore. This is the type of shit that make me eat my words every time. This is the type of shit right here that Alex Caruso does, bro. Because this nigga is, like I said, you go hear his name, he's gonna find a way to make an impact. And that's why that nigga still making that money on. I'll be listening to basketball players talk all the time. Y'all know my favorite podcast, bro. I'm talking to Baja, Gil's Arenas, nigga. All them, I be watching them consistently, bro. They say the same thing, nigga. Every NBA player gonna make their money. Well, a lot of these NBA players make their money by doing the shit that the stars not gonna do, and that they just out hustling niggas, really. Truthfully. And defense is one of those things. Like, nah, you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that defensive athleticism a little bit to make your money on that end, but you also gotta have that want. And I think he know that his money is coming from that side, and that nigga does it. But the thing is, he'll come drop 15 points. He'll come drop 27 points the game beforehand, I believe it was. Was it the game before he dropped 27? Nigga averaged 6 points. Against San Antonio, he dropped averaged 9. What was it, bro? He dropped 17, 15. I think there's 7. No, there's 31. And they lost in double OT. But he dropped 31, keeping them in this game. And this is not him, bro. And they lost this game. But like I said, he's going to give you whatever he can. 57% from the field. I mean, from the three. 60% from the three. 57% from the field. 71% from the field. 75% from the three. 57% from the field. 60% from the three. Like, bro, he's going to find a way to make an impact no matter what. Yes, this nigga. Chester. B-Rad. No, I'm talking shit, but no, dead ass. Like, that nigga, bro, this is what I'm saying, the bench, right? The bench. Who do you know? Shea took 17 shots. Who do you know is good? And he scored 26 and he played bad. This is bad for Shea. 6 for 17. He went 2 for 4. I forgot how many free throws they said he had. 12 for 12. This is why I say these niggas are going to be together for a while. Because I say there's no reason to break these niggas up. The only reason these niggas will break up is if there's low-key some fake animosity, or somebody's getting offered a crazy bag, which the only person I can see them offering a crazy bag is Jalen Williams. Not this Jay Williams, the actual Jay Williams, the 2 guard. But the rest of them, I don't see anybody else getting offered a bag. And Chet and Shea already offered a bag. But like I said, I think, let me get back to the 6-man point. What team do you know is letting their fucking, what is it, year 2 guy in the playoffs shoot 21 shots, more than their fucking star, right? And drop 24, 10 points. And he shot 2 for 10 from the 3. He's a 3-point shooter. He found it elsewhere, right? And that nigga Jared McCain's a shooter. He might be on that weird shit sometime. Like, hey, shout out Jared McCain, but I ain't with that shit he be on. But anyway, like I said, it's still, that's how you know they're so selfless, bro. And like I said, when you can go this deep into your bench, my boy, 24, 15, 18. I don't even know how many bench points that is, nigga. I'm not about to do the math. Oh, nigga, 50, 33, nigga, 33 plus 57 bench points. Am I off a little bit? Because 15, 15, 30, 3, 33, 33 plus 40. Yeah, 57 bench points, bro. It's insane. And 24 came from a fucking year 2 guy. That's the most selfless type of basketball you can play. I don't care what no one says. Like, it's impressive. If I'm gonna be honest, it's very impressive. But like I was saying, there's no reason for this team to really break up unless they don't care about rings anymore. Like I said, but when teams win, they get paid. So as long as they win, they should just keep getting paid. But like I said, I don't think anybody is on their team is as good right now for them to go and just get like a crazy bag that's going to expect them to leave. I don't think that. But like I said, with Wemby, right? You just got to see a little bit, like you would want him to take more shots, but he might be tired. So I think it's going to fall on De'Aaron Fox, Stephen Castle, and Devin Vassell. They got to really step it up, bro. Like, I mean, they could only do so much. I think De'Aaron Fox, they should let take the ball more. Like, shoot that bitch more. Like, I think he needs to shoot that bitch more, if I'm going to be honest. He's too good of a basketball player. And their bench for sure needs to do something. Like, they might have to go and do some bench moves this offseason or something. But as of now, they got to step up if they want to continue to fight against OKC, bro. Because like I said, they went on a 15-0 run. A 15-0 run in the first quarter. They came out smacking shit. But the issue is they let their foot off the gas and they start playing sloppy. And I'm telling y'all, Shea and Wemby was both tired. So they started to rely on their team, and the better team came to play. Let's be honest, the better team came to play. Like we can't shake that. Like, come on now. But yeah, man, I don't know. I was a I was a good as a game though. But speaking of the games, man, let's go ahead and move over to that game tonight, boy. Hold on, let me get to it for y'all. But yeah, man, I wonder what I'm gonna throw the bet down. I'm gonna show y'all the bet after this. Towards the end of the stream, you feel me? We gonna throw the bet down on that game tomorrow. I got the odds and shit up. See what's going on. But yeah, the Knicks tonight ended up catching a win over the motherfucking Cavs, going up 3-0. That nigga right there is going to be the face of New York if they able to pull off this shit, bro. I'm telling y'all right now. You would think it's the other nigga, Carl Anthony. No, sir. No, sir. That's tonight. And this nigga, bro. Look, I tell y'all what. Some stories is funny as fuck. But everybody that got a roommate, that had a roommate, or that no had these people on their team that had a roommate that used to act like these two niggas, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, they probably got one of the closest relationships, bro. Because I swear, any niggas that I know used to act like that, and they was roommates in college, bro, them niggas are still close to this day. On me, I promise you, they still close to this day. And I don't know what it be with them niggas be acting weird, but them niggas they be homies, bro. They be closer to homies than homies. But no, they doing everything right, bro. The Knicks, like these niggas can't be stopped. We actually seeing their team too, and they got that man back right there. OG and that nigga is a game changer. And shout out Mikal Bridges, bro. Phoenix should have never let that nigga go. But like I said, when they let Mikal Bridges get the rock, he's gonna make a difference. I'm gonna touch on him first. Mikal Bridges, bro. This nigga is the most like for I don't even know his little game streak or whatever the fuck it is. I know I kind of lost respect for it once he just went in the game for 4 seconds and sat out. I think the streak should have ended right there. I hate when niggas beat records like that or they keep records like that. I'm not someone that respect that shit, but I mean, hey, it is a part of the game. If you can rig it however you want to rig it to do it, then do it, nigga. It is what it is. But back to the good side of it. He played 39 minutes. I wonder what his plus minus was. Because if you watch this game, bro, backdoor cutting. He's seeing he got Jalen Brunson on a baseline. Take him, lay. Nigga, plus 19 for the minutes for him. That's good. And I think that and he dropped 22 points. And I think that he can play like that a lot. I think he's a real good defender. And like I said, with a lot, sometimes with good defenders, they have some good offense. Like I would say some good offense, but they can be some scores. Some of them are more balanced than anything, but their defense, nobody play defense. So of course it's easier to get him a defense. But I think he had some decent offense. I won't say the greatest, but he had some decent offense in Phoenix, had some decent offense in Brooklyn for sure, for sure. Might have went to good in Brooklyn. And I think he still got decent offense on the Knicks. Now I know he's not asked to do that, but I'm saying like he can do that. So that nigga should be looked at as a weapon just as much as Josh Hart. And I'm not saying that he does what Josh Hart do because we see Josh Hart. But in a way, they both are kind of the same players, but Mikal Bridges ain't Josh Hart. And I say that even more so with the chemistry with Jalen Brunson. I don't think Mikal Bridges will be able to pick that up because Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson have been so close for so long. They've played on the same basketball team since their fucking Connecticut days. You know what I'm saying? So, and not this, yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. But I think Mikal Bridges could be more of a factor, period, if they include him. I think it's nice. Josh Hart is gonna be Josh Hart regardless. He gonna make a play regardless. This nigga's grabbing more rebounds than fucking Carl Anthony Towns. This nigga's throwing 5 assists. This nigga's 4 turnovers, but he has 4 steals, so he's making up for it in a way. I wish he could lower that to like 2 turnovers, but I seen like one time like a nigga passed him the ball, he wasn't looking. It was just like slight mistakes like that. He did the same thing. He threw that bitch too hard one time, slid out of bounds. So just little shit like that. But of course, Josh Hart to clean that up. I think it's nice. I like Josh Hart. He's like a Draymond, but don't nobody want to kind of give him the respect for it. Like he can. I don't know if he can guard five. I wouldn't say he can guard five because I'm not sure of that. But 1 through 4, I think he can guard for sure, and I think he makes the plays that Draymond makes. It's just not as exciting because the team that he has. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where I go with that. What was I saying? Um, Where is it? Yeah, the Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know. These are games like this. I'm not mad at him because they won 121 and other players stepped up big time. But he got in foul trouble. Had 4 fouls. He still played plus 23 minutes, so he still played some good minutes. But 4 for 19 on 36 minutes for Karl Anthony Towns against Cleveland. I kind of understand because you have Jared Allen on you, and that nigga's a defensive maniac. You feel what I'm saying? And you have Evan Mobley over there, who's a defensive maniac as well. Evan Mobley is a fucking hooper. Let's just talk about. No, we ain't gonna talk about it yet, but we gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it yet, though. You feel me? But I think Karl Anthony Towns, like, he decides when to be aggressive. And I think he was being aggressive this game. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like he stopped being aggressive in a way. And I'm like, Carl, you have too many weapons to beat those tall targets. You can shoot that bitch mid range. You can shoot that bitch straight. Carl Anthony Towns can beat Joel Embiid. On me, he could. On me, he could. Now I don't know if he got footwork like Joel Embiid, but I think that nigga, like, when it comes to the skill set, I think he got it. He might even have a beat. I'm not an NBA player, so I don't know. But them niggas see that shit behind the scenes, so they might know. He had 7 assists though. Now he was diming that bitch. He was diming that bitch for sure. Mikal Bridges, I seen, that's what I'm saying. Like that, he had like a not a backdoor cut, but a cut from kind of like slightly below the elbow. He cut in because he had Jalen Brunson on me. Not Jalen Brunson, but Donovan Mitchell on him. Little boyed him and fucking laid it up. And not no disrespectful little boy, but he kind of, you feel me, big bodied him. He a bigger body. You feel me? Karl Anthony Towns was dropping dimes like that. One to fucking Jalen Brunson. This nigga just run right behind the defense. But he was passing that bitch today for sure. That's what I will give him. That's why I ain't mad at him. Still got 8 boards. I mean, shit, Carl. You might as well walk out with the fucking triple dub at that point, my brother. No cap. 2 more boards. At least get a double dub and go the fuck on. OG Anunoby, bro, came back and balled the fuck out, bro. He's a beast. I'm telling you, he's a beast. He's one of those sleepers. He's like Pascal Siakam. I feel like, bro. Like, the fucking like change he makes within the game is huge. Like, I think the change he makes within the game is huge, bro. Like, he's like I said, Pascal Siakam. I wouldn't really even know who else to compare him to. Because that nigga's nice. Nigga's stupid nice. And this series is it was fun to watch, man, because I feel like it always gets close, and then the Knicks just fuck around and put on that last nigga, step on the gas. They step on the gas. Les Shamlin, I don't even know, but this nigga played more. I think this was a white. Oh no, he was shooting this bitch. 4-4 was shooting this bitch. Yeah, I'm like, he was shooting this bitch tonight. I remember. I know who he was. Little white boy. Nigga, he started turning it on. Yeah, he was nice. I ain't know they had some niggas like this that normally it'd be this nigga Alvarado. I'm talking about OJ, you feel me? Who still had his little 2 points came off a little layup, but he didn't really make a big difference today. But Jalen Brunson, like can't nobody guard that nigga on Cleveland, bro. Niggas talk about I don't think nobody. Oh, I can't even say that. I don't think nobody can guard that nigga on Cleveland, bro. I'm sorry. That nigga's too nice. That nigga's just too nice, bro. That little like fucking fade fall away jumper he got, the little lefty, he'll shoot that bitch anywhere, and he just has it, bro. That bitch is just money wherever the fuck you shoot it from. I don't know. Jalen Brunson got that, bro. 10 for 12 from the free throw line. He kind of got a couple bullshit calls today. They were bullshitting my nigga Matt Strus today. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna get to that though. We gonna get to that. But they was bullshitting him a little bit today. These refs, this game kind of was playing the game for these niggas a little bit, and it was crazy because they was at home. But I don't know, bro. They were just trying to play the game for both teams. For real. I can't even say it's a home team. They was just trying to play the game for these niggas. But like I said, man, the Knicks came out and did exactly what they were supposed to do. You would ask Karl Anthony Towns to do more, but then to what extent? Because Anunoby took over. Mikal Bridges had a good game. Fucking Shaman had fucking 14. Shot 4 for 5 from 3. They fucking shot 11 for 28 from 3. Like, and they did exactly what they're supposed to do, bro. Now with Cleveland, bro. Evan Mobley is trying, bro. I'm gonna talk about my dog first. He's trying, bro. That nigga is trying hard and he's hooping. I'm not gonna lie, he's trying hard and he's hooping. But what more can he do? He missed 5 threes. That's fucking 5 of his shots that he missed. Or else that nigga's 10 for 13. So like, I don't know. That nigga has great defense. He had 5 turnovers though. They were just turning the ball over heavy. Some careless turnovers today. I'm talking about trying to like deep bomb that bit. Just shit that I don't think veterans would do. Like, how long has Evan Mobley been in the league? Because James Harden threw a couple too, where they fucking since 2001. Okay, so that nigga been in the league for a minute. That's what I'm saying. Like, I these niggas like were just throwing like full court passes, trying to get the outlet there, turning the ball over, like telegraphing like fucking lane passes that was just getting taken from niggas. Like, so I was like, yeah, the turnovers today from Cleveland was pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. James Harden with 6, 8 for 15, 1 for 7 from 3, 19 points. When James Harden you see people saying he losing a step. You see everyone saying it. The basketball players, like I said on the podcast that I watched, they said he losing a step, and of course they would know they played. Um, the research that I'll be doing, like I'll be looking up the stats of him in Houston and how much more he had the ball in his hand and how much more effective he was off the ISO with the ball in his hand compared to now. And it has declined. It's declined pretty well. Pretty steep actually. But like I said, you did see flashes of it tonight. Like, he put that bitch on the foot tween. I forget who was guarding him. It might have been Jalen. No, it was Jalen Brunson. Double between the leg. Old James Harden came through. Good layup. Great layup. With the left hand, he beat who's the defender? The Knicks. Tom Mitchell Robinson. He beat Mitchell Robinson, and Mitchell Robinson was right there. He got that bitch up right for and one. Oh, James, but I don't think he has that consistently. You know what I'm saying? And Donovan Mitchell, like I said, man, he's going to score. That's one thing we know about Donovan Mitchell. He's going to score. He is a two guard at heart, and this is what sucked is because he's kind of a smaller two guard. What is he? 6'4", 6'2". You feel what I'm saying? So he's probably like 6'1", but he's 6'2", and all he does is score. But he don't. I would say he don't really make his team better in the aspect of getting people. Like, I don't know. He's just not really a make a team better type of guy to me, and that's just my outlook on Donovan Mitchell. But I think that nigga's a bucket at heart. If you put some people that, if you give him an actual point guard, like James Harden is not really a point guard. If you get Donovan Mitchell a point guard that where all he has to do is score, whether it's ISO, whether it's not, I think he'll be so much more efficient than the way that they playing him right now, because they kind of got two scores. James Harden's not really a passer. These turnovers in the playoffs for him has been fucking tremendous. I spelled that so wrong. He has 67 turnovers in the playoffs. He's passed Shaquille O'Neal for third place on NBA's all-time career playoff turnovers. That's insane, James Harden. Like 67 turnovers in the playoffs this year is insane, brother. Like, come on, bro. He's so much better, bro. We remember the James Harden nigga that was going so dumb. Of course, Father Time catches up to everybody. It's even catching up to my Uncle Brian. You feel me? But James, you got to be better. Jared Allen, man, that nigga's an old school center, official center. Defense, throw me the lob. I try to work one-on-one here and now sometime. I'm making up for my guards that can't play defense. That nigga has that. Masters, this nigga plays hard as fuck. He plays hard as fuck. And I think Cleveland, like the little runs that they go on, they don't even go on those if they don't have him. I believe. I believe personally. 4 for 11, 4 for 12. That's tough. He's 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 fouls. And like I said, the refs was playing the game for these niggas, and it's crazy because they was at home. So what I'm saying is, like, I didn't mean to click that. What I'm saying is these niggas, what's his name? Matt Strus was getting called for some bullshit today for Jalen Brunson, and I will be completely honest off that. But this nigga was, bro, he plays basketball. Look, 13, 7, 6, bro. He's giving you some numbers better than the fucking starters that's on your team, bro. So let's be honest. Like, I mean, he is the nigga coming off the bench, so he kind of has free game. Dennis Schroeder is better than whatever this bullshit is. I don't know what they're asking him to do. But I don't know, man. I think it might be over with for Cleveland. And it's crazy because after all this rest that OKC has had, because they went through two sweeps, I believe they lost. This is their first. They lost one game this playoff series, and it's crazy because the Knicks might be the niggas that's resting after this next game. If they don't get this next game, they're gonna for sure get the game after and be resting. I think that Spurs OKC series, Spurs might take them to 7, might take them to 6, maybe 6, maybe not 7, maybe 6. I ain't gonna lie, maybe not 7, maybe 6, because these niggas might sweep these niggas, bro. I don't know if the Cavs have it, but these niggas might go 6. If they go 5, I'll be fucking surprised. You understand me? I'll be fucking surprised. I'm not gonna lie. That'll be some crazy shit if they do. But nah, man, like I said, man, it's some great playoff basketball. We ain't seen no competitive basketball like this in a long time. So shit, I'm excited to see what goes on after. I'm excited to see who the fucking champs is. I think it's gonna be whoever wins this series right here. But you don't know. I got my dog. He love the Knicks. That nigga gonna be going crazy. I'm telling you, the Knicks gonna blow New York up once that muff. If they win that motherfucker, I damn near gonna want to go out there just because I want to blow something up. Shit, throw something. You feel me? But nah, man, I'm going to keep it moving, keep it going, keep it pushing on. What was it? What else I tell y'all about that? Oh, Todd Monken, the fucking offensive coordinator, I believe he is for the Browns, spoke on Shedeur Sanders finally. And I remember we had our little takes on Shedeur. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. We had our little takes on Shedeur, and that shit was, we didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew we thought that Deshaun Watson was gonna be the starter, which he probably is. But let me see. Let me see Todd Monken talking to this nigga. Let's see what it said. Let me see. All right, yeah, here it is right here. Hold on. Uh oh. You can't hear him? Come on, Todd. Don't be weird, Todd. Oh no, that's from his OTA. Nah, this is not it. He just spoke on him. Here it is right here. Man, watch out, bro. Let me see if I can find it. That ain't it, bro. He commented on this nigga, which kind of made everybody that was saying something look stupid. Because he low key like was talking about this nigga. He was talking about Shedeur in a great light. So it was crazy. He was going stupid about Shedeur. So I really wonder if the talks about him is real or if they're fake. My bad, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna tell me nothing. Y'all ain't gonna tell me nothing. Come on, man. Let me know something. Wish I could see my child figure out why I keep saying that to me. But hold on. Okay, okay. I gotta get. We gonna find a little deeper, a little better video too, because this nigga talking too much for me. But he told this nigga basically said though, like, nigga, Shedeur took the rest of the first team reps. Like, what they saying, like, again, bro, this is OTAs. Like, this shit is not important. You feel what I'm saying? This is OTAs. But but him knowing that and saying that is a big thing because there's no way, there's no way that you that he's just openly. Let me see. It sounded scary because the way Todd Monken has been talking about this nigga, you would really think like, bro, Todd Monken, the fucks with Shedeur. He said he took first team reps fucking for the rest of practice after Deshaun Watson started. But what y'all not paying attention to, he also said later in the interview that Deshaun Watson will get sore. So we don't know if Deshaun Watson got sore, what happened on why Shedeur took those first team reps. However, he also did not name a starter, which is interesting on both ends. And what I mean is for Shadeur's side, it looks up and looks good. Like, okay, I still have time to work this shit in. Now they may know who the starter is on the inside the house. You feel what I'm saying? But as of now, for Shedeur, that looks great because it still gives him the chance to fight if he doesn't really know who the starter is. That's if they don't know in house. If Todd Monken's just not giving out the information, so teams can start preparing. But the fact that makes Shedeur look like he does have a chance to start, and it's crazy because they ain't mentioned no other quarterbacks. Then you go and they just drafted a quarterback too. So think about that. They draft it's five in that room. Also, and then you go on the Deshaun Watson end though, and that's kind of bad because it's like, nigga, what else do I need to show you other than I'm gonna start a quarterback nigga for this fucking team? Like it's nothing else more that I need to show you, Ty. Like you the OC man, you should know this by now. Like I got it. I look better. I'm better. It's that. But again, if he hasn't proven that in those OTAs, and again, this is OTAs. The shit don't matter. I think camp for most niggas, football season start what, a couple months. Camp, I think it's like a month, maybe 2 months before. I don't know how I work in football. I know in college it's a month before the season starts normally. Now for football, it might be a couple months because so you get your body ready a little bit before. I don't know how they do it, but I know that shit is when niggas really make their money and niggas start taking positions because that's when that's the closest you're gonna be for the season. So nigga, you gotta know your playbook, you gotta know everything. They don't play around about that shit. But then, like I said, when it comes to that, and speaking on from both angles view, it's kind of one of those like stories that you look at and it's stupid funny, but it's low-key super fly because you go and you like, okay, looking at this shit from a veteran quarterback, like expectation, like Deshaun Watson. Say he goes out there and goes off. What would be next for him? Because he's older, so he's slowing down for sure. We all love Deshaun Watson because that nigga was athletic as fuck. We all love Deshaun Watson because he was arguably the best quarterback in the league for like a year or so, like maybe even a couple years. He was going stupid with really no talent. And the thing is, even his record don't show that he was going stupid, but those stats do. And so you look at him, and if he does go crazy, what will be next for him? Because he might not, a team might not want him because he's old, and he also has those background allegations that somehow keep popping up or somehow they keep throwing in the media. We're not gonna get on that, but he has those, so you got to worry about that at least, which kind of shows trouble. I mean, he's older, so he's probably not worried about that, and he's also still in the league after that, so it's probably not that serious. Also, I'm hoping it's not that serious. Let me make sure I correct that. Also, if he does take him far, what do the Browns do with him? Do they keep paying him? Do they not? Like I don't know how this will work for him. He's old, so I would be wanting to look because we're basically rebuilding. But you also have Miles Garrett clock who you're playing on, and I think is the greatest ever. So, and their defense right now is unstoppable. So you really gotta, you feel me? figure out what the fuck's going on there. Then you go and you got what you would call it, Shedeur with the rookie QB pressure. And you know Shadeur's pressure probably come a lot heavier because he's Shedeur Sanders. Hence the last name is Sanders. You understand what I'm saying? So the pressure that's going to go with him is going to be so much more fucking high than for the normal person. Like, and to me, that's just going to be natural because he's Shedeur Sanders. Also, though, where does this go for Shedeur? He's a fifth round pick. They drafted another quarterback. They have 5 quarterbacks in that room, and they're still giving him basically the chance. So one, that's saying something. Now Dylan Gabriel is hurt, so we don't know what's going to go on with him. But that is saying something for Shedeur that they're giving him the chance over those other quarterbacks. I will also say though for him, for the rookie pressure, it's kind of bad because what happened if Deshaun Watson does go out and he has been getting hurt, which we pray he don't. You don't ever want to athlete to get hurt. But what happens if he gets hurt? What happens if he doesn't play good? And now Shedeur has a little bit of experience under his belt, and he goes out there and just shits the bed. Don's like, damn, Shedeur, we did all this fighting for you to go out there and shit the bed. And a lot of people want to see you fall, bro. So that's even more pressure on him. The pressure of him potentially shitting the bed, and the pressure of, you know what I'm saying, what's next for him after that. Because really, teams don't want that shit Sanders light on their because it puts more on your head coach. When you got to think about it, when you got a kid with a big name like that, or anybody with a big name like that, and they go to your organization, it puts so much more pressure on you for hate because of the nepo. And what I mean by nepo is nepotism, and the fucking it brings more attention to your head job as a coach from the owner, because they see that obviously the media is going to be throwing out so much more because of that kid. So it's like, damn, nigga, if we lose it for real, it's going to be way bigger over here in Cleveland now than it ever been before because of fucking Shedeur Sanders. You dig what I'm saying? Compared to Cincinnati being bad and their owner ain't being looked at as heavy because this nigga ain't in the headlines every motherfucking weekend because he don't have Shedeur Sanders. So I don't know. I feel like it ain't just even pressure from both quarterbacks. I feel like it's pressure from the coach too to make sure he make the right decision. But I would say personally, it's probably more pressure for Shedeur because that rookie QB pressure, not even rookie QB pressure, but that year 2 pressure for him seems like it's way higher than a lot of these number 1 fucking draft pick quarterbacks. Let's be honest. Like, niggas talking about Shedeur right now being good. Niggas ain't talking about Cam Ward and them Titans and what they gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? And Cam Ward, I like Cam Ward. Shout out the dog, but for real, like that, I think that nigga Shedeur, I hope he figure it out because I want to see that nigga win so I can be throwing up that. I'm about to get that 300 AP beat. Nigga, I saw the 300 AP. No, but for real, I think Shedeur, he gonna have a lot to prove this year, and I think this would just be, if anything, for Deshaun Watson, a good. Hopefully, if he does have a good year, another team pick him up. He able to go out. He's able to go out in a good fashion because we all, like I said, we all like Deshaun and we hated that those claims came against him. I'm just hoping that bro just keep moving forward for real. I also think though, speaking of the Browns, that the organization for the Browns is very tough. Like, it's very tough, period. And what I mean by that is they kind of like, I hate to say it, but they kind of like my Lions, bro. They'll do so good for a short stint of time. And I can't even say they like my Lions. They'll do so good for like a short stint of time. And not even, I'm saying the Browns, but like they'll be doing shit to where you're like they're making moves, like chess pieces, to where you like, okay, maybe this will work because it's the Browns. So you just rolling with the punches. Like that, I don't think they ever make the best chess piece move. Let me say that again. I don't think they ever move the chess piece in the best direction that they can. Just like the Lions. Like, I think the Lions always doing too much, and instead of just taking the chess piece and moving that bitch right over and collecting, they fucking try to do some other shit and fuck around and lose. And I think that's the same thing with the Browns. And I think that just comes with the organization just being bad. I think a lot of these organizations that's just trash like that, bro, it makes it hard for quarterbacks like that. Like, Imagine if Cam Thompson was able to even go to the Giants. Because niggas love Jackson Dart. And Jackson Dart ain't better than fucking Cam Thomas. I mean, not Cam Thomas. Yeah, Cam. Cam Thomas. Cam Ward. He's not better than Cam Ward. So I'm saying like, but again, we not even talk about them. We talk about Shedeur Sanders. So think about what I'm saying. But like I said, I think organizations make the shit bad, and it makes it tougher. And I think that Shedeur was throwing in some bullshit, and he's a fifth round pick, so he shouldn't even be getting. He should have way more time than all of these niggas, if we're gonna be honest, because he was thrown into some bullshit. So I think that organization is the problem. They had the all time sack leader about to leave the organization, so that's a problem. Think about it, nigga. We had Megatron leave our fucking team, and we still had him on contract. He can still come back and play to this day, but we won't release him. He was gonna come back and play. That lets you know it's the organization, and I'm talking about the Lions. And what I'm saying there is like I just think bad organization is just gonna always fuck up something good, bro. Like you have to wait a little bit until they start basically clearing house, and then you get something slightly good, and then it'll probably walk around and fuck up. But like I said, I think that a lot of quarterbacks get thrown into a tough position because they want you to save the organization, which is ultimately your job. But we understand it now, like even for Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns quarterback, I'm glad that we should because he went 4-7 with the Texans and he had a great year, bro. Threw for 4,040 touchdowns or some shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Where these organizations will kill a quarterback faster than anything, and then he goes to the Browns, another terrible organization, and still balling, and then gets hurt. Nick Chubb has been with the Browns how long? Fucking monster, and got hurt every fucking time. They just overwork the one person that they have all the time, and it's bad. And I think that's just bad on the organization, and they need to figure that out. And that's really my take on that. I think, and that's what I said to even bring it back on that. Just before I get up out of here on this topic, I'm going to throw the scoop somewhere else. I think that also goes into them developing quarterbacks. I think good organizations can develop quarterbacks in a decent period of time. And good, I think that goes with the coaches too. For example, I think John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh, whichever one of the Harbaughs coached Justin Herbert, we've seen Justin Herbert play go up a little bit more. He's just been hurt. That's it. But we see his play go up. I think he's a good quarterback coach or a good coach, period. I'm not even just going to say quarterback coach. We see Andy Reid with Patrick Mahomes and the way he did it with Alex Smith. Good coach. Who is it? Who else is it? The fucking 49ers coach, Shanahan. Good coach. You know what I'm saying? Matt, Green Bay. Making mediocre quarterbacks look good. I forget what Matt's last name. Is it LaFleur? It's LaFleur. Uh fucking good coach. Good coach, good organization. All those coaches I just said, and Kansas organization won shit to that Andy came in. They was actually, and I'm gonna say that I gotta be real. They won shit to Andy came in. So, nigga, you look at all that and you look at the development that they put and look at the quarterbacks that they have. Now, Lamar Jackson has been Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen has been Josh Allen. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna see. We gonna see. Hopefully them boys able to turn it around. All the organizations, bro, because you hate to keep seeing the same organization win. But I think that the Browns, being as we call a poverty organization, a boofy organization, a Ponzi scheme, you feel me? I think they lost that. But I don't think Shedeur should be getting as much like shine as he's getting, though. I'm gonna be honest on that too. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the scoop on over, bro. That nigga Todd Monken, man, is interesting. He's an interesting guy, boy. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm going to throw it on over to Lane Kiffin. Y'all know LSU always in the motherfucking media, man. Y'all know everybody love LSU, man. Y'all know LSU is the way to go. If you don't know, you feel me? First things first, LSU. You feel me? Now it's crazy because LSU used to have the guys though. They did used to have the guys, but no, let's get into it. Lane Kiffin then went ahead and hired Ed O, LSU coach that they just fired. And they bought that nigga back in, bro, as an assistant coach. That nigga Lane Kiffin ain't slick. Nigga said they think but look, this that nigga coach right now at the practice getting these niggas mm, 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 mm. Look, I ain't gonna lie, those drills, bro. That's how you know it's something wrong with all football players, bro. Because those drills, we used to get stupid turned about, bro, and we shouldn't have never got turned for them stupid ass drills. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but look, I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. Them shits used to be some of the funniest drills because you just used to be able to let loose. It's like all that anger niggas had pent up, niggas was able to let go, nigga. You just used to run into a nigga head first 7 in the morning, not give two fucks. But let me see. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn, y'all can't even. So allegedly though, while I'm looking this shit up, the Lane Kiffin hiring. Damn. Look at this shit. Let's see if y'all can see this shit. Y'all can't really see this shit. Where's it at, bro? There it is. This nigga returns to LSU, which he led 2019 national title as head coach. Ogeron has a decade-long relationship with Kiffin. Hell yeah, these niggas got a decade-long relationship. Kind of find out these niggas was both coaching at LSU up under Pete Carroll or assistants under Pete Carroll. Now think about what I'm telling you. If they under Pete Carroll, they know Reggie. They seen what Pete was on. That nigga Pete was over there having nigga what? Let's talk about it, nigga. Pete Carroll was so cold when he was at USC. This nigga made one stupid call, but we know Pete Carroll to make some stupid calls. But most definitely now, we ain't gonna do that. But look, what I'm saying is, Pete Carroll was so fucking nice at USC. Niggas can't say shit to me. One, two. He if they're both under him at that time, they know that. And it come to find out, Ed Algeron had tried to hire Lane Kiffin before. So think about that. These niggas been low key close forever, and then I guess niggas always say they got a personal relationship. These two, of course they do. But the thing is that my research I've been doing though, truthfully, it say that some people say that they had like a falling out or like their relationship is a little rocky, and then some people say their relationship is completely fine. So I have no clue how their personal relationship is. But if you do your research, they for sure have a personal relationship. Let's start there. That's the number one thing that we've all figured out that they are close. They are close. However, um, this nigga's he hired Ed Ogren as assistant to recruiting and defense. And then if you ask anybody like if you ask anybody about LSU, Ed Ogren, that boy got Louisiana on lock when it comes to recruiting. He said, nigga, they say ain't no 5-star leaving the state when Ed around. Nigga, you hear nigga, he can smell the 5-star, nigga. No, I'm playing, but they said ain't no 5-star leaving the state with Ed around, boy. They said that boy recruiting in Louisiana, he's the truth. He's a Michael Jordan in Louisiana when it comes to picking up those high schoolers, my boy, those high school kids for the sport of football. You feel what I'm saying? So That's I mean, if Lane Kiffin, and then you hear like ex athletes like Jarvis talk about it. You hear ex athletes like Leonard Fournette talk about it, and they probably and they like it. They like it. They had high praise for both coaches. Then you see this nigga did lead the Joe Burrows, Jamar Chase, fucking Justin Jefferson championship team. Nigga, he had them, which I mean, those are gimmies. Them niggas was all first rounders easily. Then they got two of the best receivers in the league. Think about that. But besides the point, I think that Ed and Lane Kiffin, people say that it's real good to see that he put that shit as like that he put his pride aside to hire Ed. I don't necessarily understand where he would be putting his pride aside if they've known each other before. I would just think this is a smart recruiting move, like or like an advantage for Lane Kiffin, truthfully, because he has the dude that can recruit all Louisiana shit. If you think about why he said he left Mississippi State, which I don't like, or Ole Miss, which I don't like, is because it was like they see people's parents were saying they wouldn't come out there due to it being a racist state. So although I completely hate the reason that he gave, I don't think that was a good reason that he gave when it comes to that. I think it's like a weird reason. Like I think he could have gave any other reason, but we're not talking about that right now. Um, so damn, okay, yeah, I think it's just weird reason to give. But um, where's I at? That shit kind of just weird. Anyway, but he said that that was one of the main reasons he had recruit issues, and then fucking he kind of handled his own issue, and that's what you got to respect. Somebody that go out and handle the issue that they haven't, and he obviously know that with some of the players from last year, some of the players gonna bond better with Ed. You feel what I'm saying? Some of the players still gonna think that they have a chance, even if they didn't really get along with Ed because they got Lane Kiffin in there now. So it's like it's a lot of different realms you can take. And again, these are two great minds, nigga, working together. Ed was 52 and I think like 20 or 51 and 20. What was Ed's record? 51 and 20, 51 and 67, 47. At LSU, that nigga 51 to 20. That boy 51 to 20. And Lane Kiffin coaching record, period. It's 116 and 53. Ole Miss just won 55 and 19. So yeah, bro. I think I think this could be real good for them. However, I was watching the where is it at? I was watching the defensive lineman, and he was stating how what was that like he didn't like it because he think Lane Kiffin was doing it to like cover his butt. I know a lot of people think Lane Kiffin is a showman, which we all gotta agree that nigga Lane Kiffin does love that motherfucking camera. He loves to do shit for the camera, but for this, you gotta understand like this is just smart strategy, and he's also taking another great coach off the market by doing this as an assistant. So L.O. could probably go to a lot of places and coach. Now, I mean, he wouldn't have LSU's power, but he could for sure go to a lot of places and coach, and it would not bat an eye to fucking pick that nigga up. If he really wanted to, come on now. North Carolina got Bill Belichick in there. That nigga is 78. I don't even know how old Bill Belichick is. How old is Bill Belichick? That nigga Bill Belichick is 74 years old, coaching a college football team. Y'all think that they wouldn't go get Ed O? Nigga 74. Y'all think they wouldn't go Ed O? Come on now, y'all. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Anybody can go get him. So that's just a smart thing on Lane Kiffin. It sounds like a nigga that's trying to win. I don't really get what else you would be trying to do. It just sounds like a nigga that's trying to win. Like, and you can hate Lane Kiffin all you want, bro. That nigga has a positive winning record. He's over 500 by a good amount. So you can say whatever you want. That nigga's winning football games, bro. Period. Um, what does it mean for Lane Kiffin? I think if he doesn't succeed this year, and I don't know what really they want Lane Kiffin to do. I don't know if they want him to just make playoffs. I don't know how far they want him to go. That's the thing with this playoff shit. It used to be natty or die. Now, and it used to be one loss and you damn near out of the chances of the natty. So I really don't. I think with this playoff shit, it kind of makes it more weird. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, it makes it weird. Like because college teams used to strive for an undefeated season. Now they just strive to make the playoffs in there. Like I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But if Lane Kiffin doesn't win, I think that just because he's Lane Kiffin, is gonna put an asterisk on him. Everybody been trying to put an asterisk on Lane Kiffin. Let's be honest. Not too many people like him. Like I said, I really don't know the big hate around him. I mean, he do say stupid shit now that I've been paying a little bit more attention to him, like that stupid shit that he said. But that's one of the stupid shits that he said over a couple like you feel me, just Lane Kiffin being corny. But like I said, bro, you can call it corny, you can call it whatever. That nigga, I call that strategy. Like that what he doing with AO is strategy, and he knows he solved his own issue. You got to expect a player that's gonna do. I mean, a coach that's gonna do that because that means that niggas want to win. But like I said, that means now he has to win. I think he has to win. I can't like, bro. Indiana won the Natty last year. There's no way they win that Natty again this year, my boy. So I think that, and then I think that like it's really up to him. You don't. There's no powerhouses in college football anymore. That's another thing. Like you can't give me a powerhouse. Now any team can lose on any given day. So I think Lane Kiffin has to win. I think he's at the perfect score to win. So I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm gonna have to look deeper into him. I don't even really pay attention to the offense that Lane Kiffin ran because I didn't really watch Ole Miss last year too much. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Niggas lost me a little bit of money, and the guy said it's over with because these niggas acting funny. You feel what I'm saying? Come on now, come on now. But no man, y'all know. Speaking of them niggas losing me some money. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the. You feel me? Throw up the best for y'all right there. You feel me? So y'all can see what the fuck going on. My bad, my camera's over here tweaking. But y'all see it, man. Y'all know what's going on. Those are my picks for tomorrow, man. Um, I got San Antonio winning, bro. I don't think they going out like no chumps. Spread money line, you feel me? And I think they're gonna go over. I don't think OKC going gonna let them just run over. I think it's gonna be over 218 though. I think the Spurs win by 3. I think they win for sure. I'm taking it all. You feel what I'm saying? I'm taking it all. So that's how I'm rocking with it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the bets, man. Y'all see what it said at the top. Let's get to this money on, man. Stop playing with me. Y'all know, man, I woke up today. Woke up, nigga, out the nap. Was like, I gotta get on today, bro. I've been capping the guys. I've been capping. But yeah, man. That's the bets for little Joey for the day. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me, and we gonna rekindle this. I'm gonna put this same screen up next stream, and we gonna talk about how Joey made the money on for everybody that wanted to take the bets. If the odds switch up before y'all watch this video, it's because I dropped this motherfucker at 3 a.m. because I woke up on that. Y'all know what it is, man. But no, Scoop and Score, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Gave y'all a good little hour, little 17. Go clip this shit up a little bit. Go ahead and get to it. But nah, man. Like I said, the Instagram pages and everything gonna be up. We're gonna have those up and running here soon. We have the Twitch pages, Kick, Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. We're gonna have all of them up and running. Probably by the end of this week. Probably by the end of this week. And I'm talking about next week technically. No, end of this week because it's Sunday today. So by the end of this week, we have all that shit done. It'll be there. I'll probably be getting another co-host as well here very soon. So we're gonna see what's going up. Co-host been putting me on a whole bunch of other sports. Now nigga got me in here watching golf. Nigga got me in here watching fucking bowling. Nigga, I'm all over the place with it, but no. I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here with y'all, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. If you did tap in, Scoop and Scope podcast, we out of here. Peace and much.